All right, so here we are, Wendell again. Yep. We are in front of the Intuition, is that correct?
That's right. This is called our Filter Quick Intuition fryer, and it's really the next generation of the low oil volume fryers that we make. The old Filter Quick fryers have been a great fryer for us. They've been around for a long time. We've got a lot of customers using them, but we also had the opportunity to go back and get with our engineers and say, what are the things that we would really want to do differently if we wanted to make this fryer better? We took our engineering team that was going to work on this fryer about 3 years ago and put them in a cohabitated room, right? They're all by themselves. This is all they do is work on this fryer every day, all day long, right? We separated all the other engineering tasks for other people to take care of and have them really focused on making this the best fryer in the world. And we said in order to accomplish that, there's 3 things we want you to focus on. We want you to focus on serviceability, we want you to focus on reliability, and then we want you to focus on technology around the touchscreen and connectivity and how we can use that to make frying easier for our customers. And so those are really the 3 big things that they focus on. When we talk about serviceability, we actually gave them our product and we gave them our competitor's product, and we made them take every serviceable component off the fryer and put it back on and see how hard or easy it was to do. And then we found ways to make those things easier. I'll give you a couple of quick examples of that. The filter pump up under the fryer, the filter pump used to be behind this thing here. That's the drain manifold. To replace the filter pump, you used to have to take the whole drain manifold off the fryer to get to it. We moved the filter pump, and now it's behind the top-off jib. And so it's really easy to get to. The other thing we found out was that in our design, in Pitco's design, in Henny Penny's design, there were 4 bolts that hold down that filter pump. It's pretty easy to get to the front ones, but the ones that are behind the filter pump are really hard to get to, and so it was just time consuming to take it off. We created a new bracket that we mount the pump to, and then it's got the 2 bolts that you were looking at up there that are front-facing bolts, and you just pop those 2 off and you can slide that pump off. You can get the pump off of this thing in 5 minutes. You know, used to it would take about an hour to disassemble everything and get the pump off. Now you can get in and out and get the service done a lot faster, right? So that's a big part of serviceability, you know, figuring out how we find things that are hard to replace, make them easy to replace. When we talk about durability, we looked at 2 things on durability. One was, what are mechanical things we can do to make the product more durable, more reliable? Inside the fry pot here, there's the edge on the fry pot that's curved now. That design and the old design, it went straight out and straight down. It was a hard bend. And what that created was a single point of contact where every time the basket hit the fry pot, it was hitting in the same spot. When we curved that, we created 700% more surface area for that basket to contact, which means that our fry pot's gonna last about 70% longer than it used to just because of the design of the fry pot. And what's really cool is that's already on our current Filter Quick 30 product, right? We're designing that for Filter Quick Intuition, but anytime we were able to come up with moving the filter pump or doing this, we actually changed it on our current product as well as put it on the new product, right? Some stuff is brand new, like we have reliability things like the automotive cable harnesses that we're using, right? These have abrasion resistant sheathing on them, so they're not going to get nicked or cut. They're all color coded. That kind of stuff is so much new that it's like, okay, that's only going to be on the new fryer, right? The new software we're writing is only going to be on the new fryer. But where we had opportunities to take the new stuff and put it on older stuff, then we did, right? The other thing we did from a reliability standpoint was focus on cycle counts, right? So, for example, on the burner system and in a gas fryer, 66% of the cycles take place during idle. Okay, so that means we're really at 350 degrees, we've dropped 2 degrees, we're at 348. I just need a little bit of heat to get back up to 350. I don't need to run both sides of the burner or both sides of the burner where we're being run in the old fryer because I had 1 blower. Now I've got 2 different blowers that are on this fryer. I've got microfan speed sensors here. They're going to be able to sense how much air is going to the fryer, and then we can adjust the speed of the fan if we need to make sure we have constant air pressure. So as the fan filter gets dirty, we're going to be able to increase the speed, keep the airflow the same, have really reliable combustion. But the other thing, because they're independent microfans, I can run them 1 at a time. So during idle periods, I'm only going to fire 1 side of the burner instead of both. And so I reduced my cycles by 33%. 66% of my cycles were during that idle time, and I'm only using 1 of them. I cut all cycles on the burner system down by 33%, so everything's going to last longer. So those are just some examples of how we improve serviceability and reliability in the fryer. And then the last thing is the touchscreen. we've got 34,000, 35,000 touchscreen fryers that are in service around the world. We've been in a lot of kitchens. We got a lot of feedback from customers, and we've been able to incorporate that into our new design. Things that they want us to be able to do in this controller is just easier to do than ever. One example is, can you make the product icons bigger? In our old fryer, we got that a lot,
right.
but it wasn't designed where we could do that. We built that into this now, right? So it's scalable icons, you can make them as big or as small as you want to. It's swiping action, just like you have on a phone. So we're not limited to a fixed number of products like we are on the other one. You can just add as many products as you want to and just scroll through as many of them as you want to be able to get the ones you want. Lots of the features are really designed to be customizable. You can change names of functions. If you'd rather call it Fred instead of filter, you can call it Fred. It doesn't matter. It's easy to customize those things. The other thing is you can turn features on and off, right? So if you have a particular customer that only wants to have these 4 features, or they don't want to have these other 10 features, you can turn all those off and they wouldn't even exist in their controller.
Right.
So real easy to customize the controller and really make it work for the people in their restaurant.
Just proving why Frymaster is a leader in the industry for frying. Thank you guys, appreciate it.